Let's make it a good day.
Today on The Jason Show, something rather interesting is happening with The Daily Show's rotating roster of hosts. What is it? I'll tell you. Then, it's one of the hottest home trends, furniture flipping. Meet a woman who truly is turning one person's trash into her treasure. And lots of questions about my latest best thing ever. We're opening up the mailbag. The Jason Show starts right now. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. Welcome to the show. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Jason Show. I'm Jace. Audience, keep that love going. Say hello to my sidekick sister. It's Kendall Mark.
Hi. Hi. Hi, y'all.
Well,
Hi. Hi, Jason.
the audience, we weren't going to clap for you today. The audience and I are a little mad at you.
Why?
Because people that don't know, Kendall is filling in on the show that airs right before ours locally. Mm-hmm. And right before you came on, you were eating pizza, a lot of pizza.
Yeah, it was really good. It was deep dish. Mm-hmm.
And the studio audience and I, we asked you just to bring us a little bit in, and you didn't. So that will be the last clap you get today. That's right. Uh-huh.
In my defense, it was just Detroit-style pizza, which is really hard to come by. So, I mean, it didn't take long for people from all over the building to just come into the studio.
And eat
people
it?
who have never been into our studio were in the studio.
I know.
So it's really not my fault.
We say it a lot. It's not a joke. There's various departments that make up this building, and you never see these people. Like never.
No.
Right? I think you audience. I'm not kidding.
No, that's not a joke.
There are business people. You never see them. There are salespeople. I don't know what they look like.
Nope.
There are the various departments, or there are other engineers. We don't see them.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. These are thick walls. It's a TV studio. You can bring food into this studio, and within 4 minutes, it looks like the wildebeest stampede in The Lion King. It's like the people just are coming from departments. I mean, people from Care 11 come over here. It's like people that didn't even know we had a show come here to eat.
Like, oh, I was working from home, but now I'm not.
That's right, yeah. The people that are in this building, they don't even know what the Jason Show is. They come in here when there's free food.
Get out of the way.
Yeah. Speaking of food, I love to share. Now, you're going to laugh. You know, when I get obsessed about something I like, I have to perfect it, or I just write it like Seabiscuit for a while.
Are you going to be talking about your coconut cake?
No, I'm not going to talk about coconut cake, but I'm going to, no. But I am going to talk about, I've been in a baking mood recently. You know, I've been soon I'm going to unveil another best thing ever. This woman on YouTube, this baker who I think does some of the best baking YouTube videos ever. She's complete, she's concise, she lays everything out. Anyway, we'll get to that later in the week. But I watched one of her videos this week. And you know one of the hot trends in baking? Do you know what one of the hot trends in baking is?
Add sugar?
No. And that is taking a box cake mix and sprucing it up.
Oh, Kris Jenner style. She does that.
Anyway, So she gave a hint, and I couldn't stop watching her. I could not stop watching this video. So this is the example she gave.
Okay.
She said it's very easy. There are 3 things you can do to spruce up any cake mix.
Right.
Let's say you have let's just hypothetically have a vanilla cake mix. Okay.
Right.
If the thing calls for 1 egg, you add an extra egg. If it calls for water, which most box cake mixes call for water, you substitute that for milk.
Ooh.
And then then you add a 1/4 cup of melted butter, and this is where I went, if you're making like a vanilla cake, if you have vanilla pudding mix in your house, dump the mix into the cake batter. If you're making a chocolate cake and you have chocolate pudding mix, dump that in the cake batter. She did a side-by-side comparison where she made a cake as instructed, and then she made it with her alterations. Her cake was thicker and softer,
right,
and had a better texture.
It's because it's even worse for you.
Well, I mean, but
it's great.
Now you don't have to bring up the calories, Kendall.
I just said it was worse for you.
Again, I'm just saying you don't have to bring up the calories at 4 minutes into the show.
Sorry.
I'm just saying.
I mean, I just ate a whole pizza.
But I'm
so.
going to do this. Hanson, I think we'll have Hanson try this. But it's
Okay.
easy. My mother-in-law adds chocolate pudding or vanilla pudding to her chocolate chip cookies. And it's one of the secrets that she has to make her cookies good. Yeah.
Now we know.
We know. Anyway, that'll be, I'll unveil her probably later this week because I'm making, you'll get some. I'm making a red
my
velvet.
God.
I know. I'm making
I was out of the will.
a homemade red velvet cake later, sometime this week. Yeah.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh, wait, you didn't give us pizza. None for you. Time for the hot dish. Let's get started, everybody. Roll it. Woo. None for you. Everybody else on the crew, none for you. First up, Adele's Las Vegas residency took a while to get off the ground. We know that. And now it appears that she doesn't want it to end. On Twitter, Adele posted this saying, "See you soon." So the story is her residency, if you didn't know, was set to end this past weekend. But it looks like she's actually going to return in June for another run that will run through November. So if you're counting, that's 34 additional shows and $34 additional $1 million for her. Isn't it $1 million per show, Jeff? Yeah. What I get per show? $75.20. That's right, $75. She also said for those unable to come to the show, she's going to record it and she's going to make a concert film out of it.
That's cool.
Because it is pricey. It's really. Were you going? No, you were going to go to
No,
Funny Girl.
I
I
wanna
was
go to
thinking of a
Funny
big
Girl.
theatrical event you were going to go to.
Yes, that was it. And now the tickets for that have also gone way up. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, can't really afford that anymore.
But these tickets, we know some audience members that have told us
Thousands.
they're thousands and thousands of dollars. No. I love you, Adele. We were going to go last year. I said to Colin, no.
Yeah.
I'll go to Old Vegas and see Adele, the impersonator. You know what I mean? Who's just as good.
With
Yeah.
Elvis.
That drag queen does a good Adele, let me tell you. Her name is Adele. She's
Adele.
fabulous. Yeah, she's fantastic. Hello. No, I'll watch it. I love a good concert film. I hope HBO gets a hold of it. They do a really good job with those.
Is there anyone you would pay like $3,000 a ticket to see?
Ooh, that's a really good question.
Dead or alive?
Marie Osmond. I already did.
Oh, wait.
You know that story.
Yeah, the meet and greet went real well, didn't it?
Yeah, I got drunk in a Vegas pool.
Oh my gosh,
And
what?
I got drunk, and I looked up in the pool, and there was a giant life-size billboard. This is so embarrassing. I'm in the pool, and I look up, and there's a giant billboard of Donnie and Marie. And I looked at Colin, and I go, we're going to go to that. And mind you, Colin and I have an age difference. Colin thinks Donnie and Marie is like a baking brand. You know what I mean? They think it's he thinks it's a cake mix. And he's like, okay. So I get on my phone and I'm like, you know what? You deserve the best. I'm gonna get us meet and greet tickets.
Yeah.
So I bought these tickets and he's looking at me like, what are you doing? So we buy these meet and greet tickets. I don't even want to tell you how much they are. So we get to the show. The show was great. It was when they were at the Flamingo. Show's over. Oh, during the show, Marie Osmond stood on my table. Because I was right by the stage. I should be for the price I paid. I should have been performing the
stood on
damn show with her for what I paid. But anyway, so Marie Osmond gets on my table, and I look up at her, and she squats down, and she squats down, gives me a little peck on my cheek, and then she gets up. I'm like, oh, that's great. We get to the meet and greet. She left.
But she gave you a kiss. That's what money buys, people.
No, you know what I wanted? A 3-second picture with her. But she left to do a Hallmark movie, and it was just Donnie.
A Hallmark movie?
She left, anyway. Next on the dish. It's been more than 2 months since Comedy Central has been experimenting with guest hosts for The Daily Show. And if the ratings are any indication, they may want to continue this way. Ratings for The Daily Show have been up 13% compared to a year ago, and views on social media, which really is what people are really starting to care about, especially the cable networks, that's up 16%. And listen to this, all of this has been done without much marketing from their mother company. They're saving all that marketing money for when the host is unveiled. So according to Deadline, according to, as they say, the trades, Comedy Central is saving marketing, like I said, for when they finally have a plan going forward. Future guest hosts include The Correspondents, Roy Wood Jr., Jordan Klepper, and my guy, my favorite, Louis Black. I love Louis Black's one of my favorite comedians. But look, I think it's great. I don't know. I think the novelty would eventually wear off.
Yeah, it's sustainable.
I'm thinking of the producers. Oh, that would be hard to basically reinvent the wheel every day. You're basically creating, you have to produce to the whims and the skills and the talent of a new host every week. I don't know if that's feasible.
No,
I just don't.
I don't think so. I mean, and you're going to run out of people that are going to do a good job at it. At some point, I mean, if you're doing
Look
this
at
for
Dancing
a year,
with the Stars.
He said it. I'm just saying, yeah.
Ooh, audience did not like that joke. Yeah, we're gonna take a break. We'll be back right after this. Stay with us, everybody.
My least favorite.
Boom. There we go. We're debating pizza in that commercial break.
You have that's my least favorite topping. For real?
No, I just said, the studio audience, if you could only have one pizza, you're on an island, you could only have one pizza delivered to you for the rest of your life, what would it be?
And I would pick like a basic Italian margarita.
Okay, bless you. I would have Italian sausage and cheese, that's it. I don't need a bazillion toppings. I want just sausage and...
Would you put some green peppers on it?
You know how I feel about green peppers. They infect everything they touch.
Yep.
They're the herpes of food. That's right. Yes, they are. No
You're
cure.
Welcome.
Is it too early for that? Yeah, that's fine. My mom, and onions, sausage and onions. I'm my mother's son. That's what she eats. Yeah, that's all we need. Now, welcome back. If you're watching this, you're probably a lover of daytime TV, so you're going to love this. The Young and the Restless is 50 years old this year. And can you believe it? We were just talking about shows and ratings. This is a feat. So the show was featured on CBS Sunday morning, and one of the producers, this is great. I think it was Mo Rocca that did this. He drew a chart of all the drama of all the families. Look at this.
So we asked producer Elizabeth LeBrun for a crash course on who's with whom, and who's been with whom.
Victor Newman, Nikki Newman. They've been married in the course of the show, I believe, 4 times. Nicholas Newman, he was married for a long time to Sharon. They are currently divorced. Adam has been married to Sharon.
Oh, Sharon married both brothers.
Yes. Sharon, at one point, was married to Jack Abbott. Okay. Victoria has been married to Billy Abbott. John Abbott is not the biological father of Ashley Abbott, although he never knew that he wasn't.
Am I correct that Adam is having a child with Sally?
That's correct. Yeah. But Sally is dating brother Nick.
Life in Genoa City is complicated, isn't it?
It certainly is.
Very complicated. And there's an interesting thing that Victor Newman said, and he's absolutely right. And you hear, like Julianne Moore started on soaps. You hear Eileen Davidson, who went to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, she says this. Victor Newman said in this interview that soap actors don't get the respect that they deserve.
Right.
And really, they should get the respect. There are very few actors that can memorize those. Every day they're turning multiple. It is a skill. It is a skill set that not every actor has. I applaud the soap actors.
And you got to have a lot of energy too.
A lot.
Oh my gosh, that's so much crying.
Congratulations. It is a lot. And screaming and throwing things.
Oh,
yeah.
Lord.
Congratulations, YNR. CBS says 3.7. This is a feat too. Still in this day, CBS has 3.7 million viewers still tune in every day to YNR. Wow. It's the highest rated. It's time for a special serving, a hot dish all the way from Hollywood. He's not dramatic at all. Give it up for Brad from TMZ. Hi, Brad.
Good morning. Not dramatic Monday mornings, at least, Jason.
Exactly. Brad, you don't watch any of you're not a soap watcher, are you, Brad?
No, I don't have the time during work, and when I DVR, they always pile up.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let's talk. Speaking of drama, this is real drama. Jonathan Majors, he was in Creed and Ant-Man. He was arrested over the weekend. What do we know?
Yeah, I mean, he is one of Hollywood's rising stars, Jason. And what we know right now is he was arrested because he allegedly put his hands on a female, and that female supposedly is his girlfriend, is what we're told. Now, as far as details, we know that the two of them were out Friday night. They were headed home from a bar, and what we're told is his girlfriend noticed that he was potentially texting another female, which led to an argument, and he allegedly put his hands on the girlfriend. Now, Jonathan's attorney has come out and said, look, this is not true. In fact, they're going to be getting a statement from the alleged victim recanting her claims. They say that they have video evidence from the vehicle that the two were traveling in that will show that this was not true either. But as far as the police investigation and the district attorney's investigation goes, that continues regardless of what Jonathan's attorney is saying. And we have not yet seen any of that evidence or seen the recantment statement.
Speaking of evidence, next, bring us up to speed. Forget reality shows, Brad. I don't know. This is my favorite reality show of the week. This Gwyneth Paltrow ski accident trial.
It is the best, Jason.
Best.
She has made mentions of her and Taylor Swift are friendly, but they're not the best of friends. And she talks about how she had to cut her ski trip short. I mean, Gwyneth Paltrow, she's on trial in Utah from an incident back in 2016 where a man alleges that she ran into him on a ski slope and continued down the mountain. Now, he's saying, look, he's suffered serious injury from this, including brain injury. He suffered a concussion as well. And she countersued him and said, look, you caused this crash. And she countersued him for only $1 to prove a point. This thing has gone to trial now. And we saw her take the stand on Friday where she says, look, when this incident first happened and I felt him approach me and run into the back of me, she said at first she thought she was being sexually assaulted. He has not yet taken the stand. The jury has not made a decision. But like you said, I mean, every day this thing's bringing us new little phrases and new little moments, kind of like Johnny and Amber did.
Oh, Brad, can I tell you my favorite part from her testimony? So his lawyer, I forgot what her name is. I'll just call her, do you know what her name is?
No, but I know what you're about to say.
Oh,
Go
God,
ahead.
this is great. Gwyneth's on the stand, and his lawyer asks her something, and she starts to answer. She goes, well, what's your name again? And then Gwyneth goes, what's your name again? Juliet. Okay, Juliet, what I was saying is, I was like, oh, Gwyneth, I love you so much.
And she totally knew her name.
She totally knew her name.
Had to one up her a little bit. Pretty good.
Forget Vanderpump. This is my guilty pleasure this week. Thank you, buddy.
This is real reality. You too.
It is.
See you, Jason.
Have a good week. Thank you. More of these stories at TMZ.com. Look, to the oversensitive out there, don't email me. If the guy obviously is hurt, I feel bad. I'm not laughing at him. I'm laughing at the theatrics of Gwyneth.
The memes that
what's her
have come
name
out.
again?
Yeah.
Annette? Yeah.
Right. Oh, I love all the memes where the one where she turns around and she's looking over her shoulder, kind of giving that look, And my favorite was the one that said, when the mom is telling you, not another one. When you're trying to take something from your mom, like food or something.
Yeah.
Put your hand down.
Jeff said that the lawyer asked, or somebody asked Gwyneth, what's the most traumatic thing that happened as a result of this? And she said, my ski trip was cut short. Oh, God, you are so out of reality, Gwyneth.
So funny.
You are so out of it. Next in the dish, auditions wrapped up on the new season of American Idol last night, but not before one of the contestants brought the judges to tears after dedicating his audition to his dad, who's recovering from a stroke. Look at this.
This love I have inside is everything it seems. But for now I find it's only in my dreams that I can change the world. I would be the sunlight in her universe.
You gotta be in the audience every
You
time.
would think my love was really something good, darling, if I could change the world.
That's Oliver Steele. Tad. And you can tell by the judge's reaction, he is going through to the Hollywood week. So I always think, the audience, and in taking nothing away from, but if there wasn't the emotion, I've asked this, I've covered American Idol since the beginning. That's what I used to do here. I used to be an entertainment reporter. Without the emotional element of a story like this, would the judges put him through? Mm-hmm. You know, because this is nothing new. People sharing, a personal story, mm-hmm. and it's affecting the judges. He does. I mean, if you close your eyes, he has a good raspy voice, but.
Oh yeah, it'll be interesting to see what else he can do with it and how he is without a guitar. Some people need that, and I don't know if you can use that in every round too, but. Yeah. Good luck.
I think you can. I don't know. Okay. Next in the dish, photos of Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn have hit the internet. Broke it over the weekend, that and Gwyneth. She is set to play in the Joker sequel. That's a musical, which I can't wrap my head around that. But anyway, production hit Manhattan over the weekend. Look at this. So it was hard for them to hide from public view. Okay. I mean, that just looks like a Saturday night outfit for me. But anyway, it appears Gotham police officers are escorting Gaga into a government building. So this comes out next fall. Yeah, it's a more subdued Harley Quinn. In other iterations has been a little, Margot Robbie played her, a little more, woo, I don't even know what that means, but just that
like
seems
fiery.
A more realistic Harley Quinn.
Right. I think it was funny over the weekend, a lot of people saw the photos of this happening, and at first we're like, is there some kind of protest happening around here? And it was like a protest for the city of Gotham, not for the city of New York.
That is, that's the thing with productions in New York City. Mm-hmm. You can't hide them. Like the cast of Sex and the City sequel, right. And just like that, everything leaks because they're shooting in neighborhoods all across the city.
And this kind of stuff, you're like, everybody's dressed really weird, but it's New York, so maybe it's legit.
It's just a Wednesday, yeah. Next in the dish, tonight we get some closure. I can't read this with a straight face. Will Zach choose Gabby or Katie? Oh, see, the audience is with me. Audience, Ted picks these, I don't, yeah. Hold on to your wigs and keys. Here's a look at the teaser for the Bachelor finale.
Last week with the overnights, I tried to do something that was trying to help everyone out, and it honestly bit me. Both Katie and Gabby are still feeling upset with me.
Do you regret the decision that you made with me?
No. I want to try to fix and alleviate loss of trust. I know it's scary, and it's hard.
On the back of my head is like, what is he saying to Gabby?
I know this is not what you want to hear, but it's like I'm so torn. Like, it's the biggest decision of my life.
We'll make the decision. I'm sick of self-doubt. I'm sick of feeling like I don't know if I'm enough.
Are you prepared for, like, if it does go, like, the other way?
Somebody at the end of this is gonna get hurt.
I've caused pain. I've made mistakes. But standing here with the ring, I just hope that it's all worth it.
Audience.
What?
You don't have to clap if you don't want to. I'm not even going to make a clap there.
Some of us like it.
No. As Jeff said, the beginning of it, he's talking to his parents. Look, I like having adult conversations with your parents, but he's talking to his parents about the fantasy suite. I'm sorry, I love Dar. I'm not going to talk to her about the fantasy suite. You know what I mean?
Maybe with a couple adult beverages.
Yeah, I wouldn't even do that. No.
No. Okay, he's going to pick Katie. It's going to be great.
You think that's who he's going to pick?
Duh.
Are you going to watch tonight?
Yeah.
I know, you like this, I know. Producer Ted's going to watch it, and he'll recap it tomorrow, and I'm sure it'll be hysterical. What?
Finale of Ted.
The finale of Ted. We won't see Ted. No, I mean, he's
Ted
still going to work here. But yeah,
Is he leaving?
No, he's still here. I know.
I thought I missed a meeting or something.
Hey, before we go any further, I wanted to do a little shout out. We don't do these all the time, but this was sweet. Sue wrote us via our show page or via the email. She wrote, hey, Jason, although my mom will not be with us on Monday, March 27th, I'm wondering if you could do her a little birthday shout out. She's going to be 99 years old. Yeah, she watches every day. And she's actually the one who got me watching, and I love it too. Mom has so many stories that people love hearing. Her brother lived to be 106.
What?
Oh, my goodness. So To her mother, to Sue's mom, happy birthday. And I hope you have many, many more. I hope you do 120. There we go. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Stay with us. Coming up in just a little bit, one woman has all the tricks for turning old furniture into stunning pieces for your home. Furniture flipping, just ahead. And we are framing up your questions this week. We're opening up the Jason Show mailbag. That and more when we continue. Welcome back. So, turning trash into treasure. That's the goal of furniture flippers. So, if you don't know, that's the trend right now. So they find old furniture at thrift shops and even on the side of the street, and they turn them into incredible one-of-a-kind pieces. Kendall met up with Emily at EMS Furniture Flipping, where she's turning her passion into a very serious hobby. Look at this.
What makes it a good piece to actually invest in? Because you're still spending like 20 to 40 bucks, I'm guessing, on a piece?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it kind of depends. One is just the overall style of the piece. So when I saw this piece, it definitely has the style. It has potential in my mind. The curves. Yeah, the curves.
She's curvy.
She's curvy. And then also just this, like how good the piece is made. A lot of stuff isn't made with real wood anymore, which is unfortunate.
Hey, IKEA.
Yes, to find real wood, pick up the piece. If it's super heavy, it's real wood. And if you can see the wood grain, it's real wood. So this piece, I can even tell by knocking, it's not all real wood. This is one way I always check, is if you pull out the drawers, and on the side of the drawer, if there's grain, real wood. If there's no grain, it's particle board or something that's a mixture.
Because they didn't have to add the grain.
Correct.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Yep.
Okay, so I want to talk about what you're planning to do with this piece and how long it takes.
Yep.
But before we get there, I know we're gonna look at a couple before and after pieces, photos of a table that you brought in. This bad boy did not look like this.
No.
Beforehand.
No. This was a very dark stained cherry wood, and it had a very heavy clear coat on top. And so I wanted to turn it into something that was more eye appealing. So I used a stripper to take off kind of some of the initial stain. And then after that, I really just sanded it for hours and hours and hours.
There's this really pretty table by you that you told me. This is not a flip. That's what you do normally.
Yep.
But this is a DIY adventure.
DIY adventure.
Okay.
So this I made specifically for our patio. So when you live in Minnesota, you can use it 3 months out of the year. I'm not spending $300.
$600 for two.
Correct. So I was like, let's make it ourselves. 2 planters, a wood circle, some spray paint, and some adhesive, and that's it. Anyone can do it.
No.
But the spray paint, how did you make it have this texture?
So what's really cool about that is they make spray paint that has texture.
Okay.
And you apply it just like any other spray paint. This is what holds it together. So this is the liquid nails. I got the extreme heavy duty because I'm gonna have it outside, so I wanted to make sure it held. But this is what I applied, or what anyone can do
to make this. You didn't even have to use any like tools, basically.
No.
Just that.
Just this.
But I really want to get back to our tiger table. Plus, I really want your boyfriend Joe to have to move more furniture.
I feel like just in general, when you're gonna redo a piece, there's like few fundamentals basic that anyone can follow, and you'll pretty much get to where you want to go. So number 1 is when you have a piece, you always want to sand the piece. I would probably just use a 120 or 220 grit. That would just scuff up the piece enough for the paint and the primer to stick to. And then the other thing too is I always have wood filler or Bondo with me in case I need to fill any holes, scratches, anything like that.
Makes sense.
Wood filler is really good for just small scratches and small holes. Wood Bondo is really good for bigger holes, bigger dents. It's a lot harder to work with because it hardens in 3 minutes.
So
you
just
have
use
to be
that.
fast. So just use this. It works.
So much easier.
Then you're ready to prime. Use the primer, please.
Okay.
It will make your life so much better. Once you're done priming the piece, paint the piece. And what you're looking for paint, if you're doing furniture in particular, is cabinet, door, and trim. This one in particular is satin.
Okay.
So that's the shininess of it. So it's.
But you can do whatever you want.
You can do whatever you want. So you
Okay.
can pick matte, satin, semi-gloss, high gloss.
I love that. And these, you just use a brush like this.
Just use a brush.
Or like when you were talking about a stain, you can use a rag.
Yes, and then once the paint is on, you should always go in with a clear protectant on top of it, whether it's wood, paint, anything, just
Doesn't
to
matter.
seal the piece.
Once this is done and it looks beautiful and pretty, and maybe if you work really hard, we'll have an after photo for everybody to see and enjoy. I'm not gonna lie, like I think this is really great, but I am the least handy crafty person in the world. So I'll just call you.
Yeah, call me. I promise you could probably do it, but call me. I'm your gal.
That's M's Furniture. I said EMS. I
get it.
apologize. Yeah.
It's okay. I get it.
I love the after.
Right? Isn't
Yeah.
it great? I talked to her a little bit about this. I said, you know, do you do this for fun? She was actually, I'm starting to do this for a living because people love it so much and I really enjoy it. I'm like, how did you learn how to do all this? She said, just watching videos, learning from her dad. I just thought it was a really cool way to rehabilitate furniture that you go, well, this is structurally really nice, but it's maybe out of style, like the hardware, the color, like that one. And you can make it into something brand new and beautiful still to hand down to other people. I thought that was great.
Yeah, and people have been doing that with like kitchen cabinets.
Right.
You know, the structure's there. You just get new hardware and you paint or
Right.
change the wood.
Right.
You know, the wood grain or paint
Reduce,
over whatever.
reuse, recycle.
Absolutely. You can follow the furniture flipping on Instagram. The handle is M's Flipping Furniture, not EMS. That's an emergency service. M's. It's Monday. The audience and I are hungry because we didn't get pizza, you know. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Stay with us. Just great. Yeah. Just great. Welcome back. I got to tell you what just happened. So we're getting ready to talk about big TV because there's two big shows came out. So I look over at Kendall in the commercial break and I said, hey, Kendall, do you watch Succession?
No.
Hey, Kendall, do you watch Yellow Jackets?
Well, I watched the first free episode, but that was it.
So that's a no.
Yeah.
So anyone in the studio audience want to take Kendall's place for a few minutes just to have this conversation with me? No, welcome back. As I said, it's being called one of the biggest nights of TV in recent memory of the last at least a few months. Not only did the final two teams make it into the Final Four in men's college basketball, I heard... What the hell's so funny?
Just you and college basketball.
Hey, I know enough to know that this was a bracket buster,
Oh,
right?
yeah, girl, we out.
That nobody,
We
that
out,
if you,
yeah.
nobody predicted.
Any of
Is
this.
it like the Louisville Sunflowers or something?
Basically, yes.
Like whatever the teams are,
Yeah.
nobody picked them. Do I right?
You are correct, Jason Matheson.
Who's in the final? Who's in the Final Four?
Was UCLA, Miami? No, UConn.
Miami.
No,
Oh!
Miami.
Oh, wait
Sure.
a minute.
'Cause they beat.
Who was making fun of me a minute ago?
I'm sorry. I'm at least partway there out of 4. What?
You didn't get one right so far.
Yes, I did. I got Miami.
Jeff knows all 4. What is it?
San Diego State,
San Diego State,
Florida Atlantic,
Yeah, that's the
Florida
weirdo.
Atlantic.
Like what?
Miami,
Miami what? They're the Dolphins? Hurricanes, okay?
The U.
The Yukon Huskies. That's a dog. Okay. I swear next year, I'm not kidding. Whoever wants to do this with me, I'm going to fill out a bracket and I'm doing it just on mascots. The cute, like, the cutest mascot.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a French bulldog? I'm picking you. You know
It's
what
a
I
good
mean?
way to do it. I mean, clearly it would have worked.
Yeah. Two of the most talked about TV shows of the weekend made their return. First, the 4th and final season of Succession premiered on HBO. Look.
Would you consider giving your father a call?
Would we consider at least a call?
Was he apologizing?
I mean, did he ask?
I mean, if he were to call, then I guess we would see.
I could get him to text a request for a call.
I'm afraid we're gonna need to hear that voice.
So the premiere set up the final battle over the media empire between the Big Daddy, Logan Roy, and 3 of his children. Again, this is loosely based on, allegedly, on the Murdoch family owning Fox and all that stuff. But so many of you recommended this. to me, it was some people are, it's the family dynamics like Dallas. I'm like, okay, not every people think that by comparing Dallas with me that I'll watch. I have to admit, I didn't love it as much as everyone wanted me to love it.
Oh, too much hype, maybe?
I don't know. We got to like episode 8 of the first season anyway.
Oh, you really watched it.
I did watch.
Yeah.
I gave it a good try. We're probably going to go back because people that watch it love it, and the critics are saying this final season, the ones they've seen, the episodes, they're tremendous. And again, you haven't seen a single episode, right?
No.
That's right. On the same night, Succession premiered on HBO. Boom. On another cable network, the second season of the buzzed, talked about show Yellow Jackets was on. I watched the first episode of season 2 last night. Here's what I'm going to tell you, because I don't want to, you can't really talk about this show without being spoiler-y, and I don't want to do that. I don't like ruining shows for you. So let me just lead with this headline. This show just has one of the best casts on television. I mean, seriously, you're seeing some of the names flip around. Christina Ricci is so good. Juliette Lewis is in this. Elijah Wood's joining later. It is tremendous. Now, I will tell you, the latter half of season 1, it almost lost Melanie Linsky right there. I love her. Lost me a little. I wasn't as captivated at the end of season 1 as I was at the beginning, but this premiere got me back. Got me back a little bit.
Can you watch it for free?
Yeah, I don't know if you can, but if you guys don't know, it's about a girls' soccer team who is in a plane crash and is deserted, and then it flips back and forth between present day when they're adults, so obviously some of them were rescued, we don't know how yet, and then it goes back to showing what occurred on that mountain where they were deserted, and some weird stuff happened. We're talking about
cannibalism.
Yeah, weird. Thank you for saying it. I mean, it's a little too early for that, but
sorry.
anyway, yeah.
I meant they start fires
Egg
and
McMuffins.
stuff.
That's
Yeah.
what you mean.
Yeah.
Yellow Jackets airs on Showtime and again Succession on HBO. More to come, but first, let's look at some audience selfies from last week. Don't forget to sign up to be a part of our audience. All you have to do is search for The Jason Show at eventbrite.com. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. Welcome back. Boom. Well, it really is the highlight of every Monday around here, hearing from you about our show. Leo, activate it. Let's open up the mailbag. Here we go.
You've got mail.
Thank you. First up, an email from Jeff. Hi, Jeff. He writes, my wife is a traveling surgical tech, and I work remotely, so I'm able to go with her on assignments. I discovered your show when we were there for an assignment. On the first episode, I fell in love with you guys. I had my wife watch it, and now we have to watch every day on YouTube or in our RV. Well, look at that. We have RV viewers.
That's
Hello.
cool. What a cool job.
Seriously.
I mean,
I want to travel with them a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. How big is your RV?
There is that. Do you have 2 bedrooms?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hello in the RV. Hi. Julie is up next and wrote about an email about me getting progressive lenses. Yeah. They come today. This is the last day with these glasses, by the way. They're on the way to my house. I'm getting that age. Anyway, she says, hey, Jason, I got progressives last year, and my doctor told me it would take a few weeks to get used to them. I wore what I called my beer goggles because I felt drunk for 2 weeks. I'm back to my regular glasses, and I carry around bifocals. See, that's what my optometrist told me. Mm-hmm. She's like, you may not like the progressives. And then a viewer told me, and I'm going to look out of my mind, but this woman told me to get used to the bifocals, to go in the grocery store and walk down the spice aisle and read all of the spices. So
Paprika.
I think Eric should come. We should film this.
Pumpkin.
We should film me after I get the bifocals.
Pepper.
Cumin, basil. So I'm gonna try it though. I'll let you know. We got a huge response to my interview with the team from Project Fear. I talked to them on Wednesday last week about their show being canceled by Discovery and the transition to moving their show on YouTube. Nearly 30,000 of you have already watched that interview, not on linear TV, but on our YouTube channel. And we've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of comments. Britt says, huge fan of these guys. Getting canceled was a blessing in disguise. I'm sure they now realize how loved they are. Avalon says, I think they're brilliant for doing this. Wonderful group of kids, wonderful supportive fans, a lot of public interaction between the cast and fans. And Peggy says, my husband and I are big fans of these guys. We've watched them since day one, and we are so excited that they are going to continue. Look, I thought the show was popular on Discovery.
Yeah.
We love them because they're based here in Minnesota. We have connections. I am not being overly dramatic, Jason, to make you laugh. We were all blown away by the response to that show, and it makes us so happy.
People love it.
People love them, and they've raised a lot so far. I think $300,000 and some thousand. Yeah. Lisa sent a message about my latest best thing ever from last week, which is an app that lets you easily frame pictures right from your phone. She says, hey, Jace, I just downloaded the Keepsake app. That's what it's called, everybody. Keepsake. So simple and easy to use. I'm looking forward to receiving my pictures. Teresa messaged us, before. So remember I told you that when my pictures come in, I would tell you that if I really loved them, and if not, I would take it back. They came, and I stand by my best thing ever. Here's, this will be in our studio soon. This is me and Michael Rappaport from a few months ago, and then me and JoJo Siwa. Kendall, I believe you're in this one too, sweetie.
I made it!
Yeah, you made it. Yeah, there we go. But look at this. Leo, stay on the shot. They're real high quality, nice back, the little hook thing. I gotta tell you, these both were like $58 to have these framed. A really good value where you don't have to mess with anything.
Yeah, and they're glass, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
Nice.
Anyway, so Keepsake is the app, and thank you for the nice note. Finally, a comment that made our whole team laugh. So the gadget guy was on the show last week, and when we play this clip, close your eyes, and I need you to listen to the gadget guy's voice. Go ahead.
All of these are award-winning. That's important to point out. So first problem we're solving is packages. If you're anything like me, you get tons of them.
Okay, so that was Steve Greenberg on Tuesday. After watching our show, Lizzie sent us this message. Can you ask the gadget guy if he is the voice of Giorgio in the Chewy commercial? It sure sounds like him, Chewy, the dog company. Anyway, lucky for us, Lizzie sent us a link to the commercial. Now let's listen to that commercial.
Giorgio, look, the peanut butter box is here.
Ralph, that's the Chewy pharmacy box with our flea and tick meds. It's not peanut butter.
I mean, it could be Steve Greenberg. Well, it could be Steve.
Gadget guy, is that you trapped in the body of a dog?
I know. I'll ask him. Thanks for all your comments. Remember, if you miss anything on the show, you can watch episodes and clips on our YouTube channel. Search for The Jason Show. We'll be right back. Back in a moment, everybody. Welcome back. It is time, my friends, for the world's shortest segment. Good news for actor, this is great. For actor Jeremy Renner, he posted this video on social media showing him walking on an anti-gravity treadmill. Renner is recovering, you guys heard this, after breaking 30 bones in his body after a snowplow fell on him. His own snowplow. In his tweet, Renner says, I now have to find other things to occupy my time so my body can recover from my will. He hopes to be walking on his own very soon. Good luck, Jeremy. We'll be right back. Back in a moment. I mean, he's an Avenger, for heaven's sake.
Right?
Welcome back. Oh, Kendall, it's time for the surprise goodbye. You know how this works. We don't know what's in this segment until I read it right now. Today, what could be the greatest game of fetch in spring training history. On Saturday, a Los Angeles Dodgers player hit a home run over the left center field fence, but fans scrambling to get the ball were beat out by a dog who fetched the baseball. That is great. Fans cheered as the dog ran around with the ball in his mouth. Well, of course he did. Look at that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, now let me see that again, because I'm reading the script. I don't get to watch.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Look at him.
Look at me.
Oh, he better get to keep that ball.
That's so cute.
That is so great. I love it. Tomorrow, a woman who's on a mission to sing the national anthem at every major league ballpark is here, live in studio. Wait, and she's only a few left. Is it Gabby or Katie? Also tomorrow, producer Ted will have the dramatic conclusion of The Bachelor. That's going to do it for us. If you're watching and you're being bullied, go out there and be yourself. No one can tell you're doing it wrong. Bye, everybody.